It's the Kingdom Hour with Apostle Keith. The hour cometh, and now it's the Kingdom Hour. The hour cometh, and now it's the Kingdom Hour. It's the Kingdom Hour on WABL and WPFC. Keep it locked. Keep it locked. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned into the Kingdom Hour Show, where we are declaring the kingdom, preaching the truth, and transforming cultures. Now here's your host, Apostle Keith.
Well, good happy Friday to each and every one of you. Guess what time it is? Well, you don't have to guess. You already know what it is and what it do. It's time for the Kingdom Hour Radio Show. That's right. It goes down every Friday, 4:30, right here on your digital streaming space. Facebook, Apple TV, Roku TV, YouTube, Amazon Fire Stick, Spotify. If you got the digital platform, we're on there. And then, of course, streaming live right now on your radio dial, 1550 WPFC, as well as WABL 1570 and 97.3 goes down 4:30. Matter of fact, do me a favor if you would. If you're on the digital streaming platform, go ahead, tag your neighbor, let them know that the Kingdom Hour Radio Show is on right now. Yep, it happens. But first, you know how it goes. We do this every Friday at 4:30, so you can tune in live with us. And if you ever miss an episode of the Kingdom Hour Radio Show, you can always go back on one of the digital streaming platforms and pull up some past episodes. Well, we start the show off like we always do, giving a big shout out to those who walk with us here at the Kingdom Hour Radio Show. I'm looking. Yeah, let's go with that one. Boom. We'll stay right there. For those who walk with us here at the Kingdom Hour Radio Show, first and foremost, Elevate Church of Baton Rouge 109. Oh, my bad. Try it again. Elevate Church of Baton. We seem to be out of sync.
I was about to cough.
You was about to cough?
Yes.
Sound like you was coughing pretty good.
Okay.
All right. You ready again? You got the cough out the way? 10957 Greenwell Springs Road, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. That's right. It's Elevate Church. Oh. Yeah, that's okay. We're going to get there. We're working our way through. But anyway, hey, guys, listen, you can always catch us at Elevate Church on Sunday mornings at 10:30. Then, of course, on Tuesdays at 6:30. The doors open at 6 o'clock with intercessory prayer. I want to invite all you guys to come out and be a part of our dynamic worship experience on a Sunday or a Tuesday. And then every Thursday it goes down in the downtown Baton Rouge area. We call it Church on the Levee. It's been happening for over 16 years without fail. That's right, 16 years. It's been going down in the downtown area. We have been ministering to the unhoused, the unsheltered individuals in that area, bringing hope to them. And so you can be a part simply by sending us an email to outreachresources225@gmail.com. Again, that's outreachresources225@gmail.com to be a part of our outreach ministry. We'd love to hear from you. Hey guys, don't go anywhere. Stick around. We got more in store for you here at the Kingdom Hour Radio Show. Let's go.
Join us for the Kingdom Hour Radio Show with Apostle Keith and the Kingdom Crew. Live on Fridays at 4:30 on WABL 97.3 FM, WABL 1570, and WPFC 1550. Proclaiming the kingdom, preaching the truth, and transforming culture.
Join us for Sunday morning service at Victory and Power Ministries at 10:30 a.m. 6940 Harry Drive, Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Join Senator Regina Barrow and featured guest for Insight Rouge, legislative perspectives, session highlights, issues which affect you, the valued constituent. It's Insight Rouge each and every Thursday, 5:30 to 6 p.m. on this your station, WPFC 1550 AM, Port Allen, Baton Rouge. Stay tuned.
It's the Kingdom Hour with your host, Apostle Keith and the Kingdom Crew, Pastor Travis Paul and Ricky Davis Robinson. It's the Kingdom Hour.
That's right. You heard it's the Kingdom Hour Radio Show. I'm your host, Apostle Keith, in the building with us. Of course, it goes down every Friday with the Kingdom production crew over there holding down the ones, the twos, the whites, the reds, the greens, the blues. That's none other than Nicholas Braxton Manina, his whole government name. Yep, he's holding it down over there on the production side. One half of the Funky Cold Maninas. And then over here, for those of you on the digital streaming platform, yeah, it looks a little different. We're on a leisure day today. It's Friday, and we're sitting on the couch today.
That means we can lay down when we want to.
You can what?
Lay down.
That's why I can't hear you, because I don't know, say something.
Something.
You did say something.
Oh, you want to repeat what I said?
I just want you to repeat it loud.
I was just saying that we have an opportunity to lay down when we need to.
But this ain't the time to need to.
No, right now. No.
No, we're not doing that. Anyway, we got the Kingdom crew in the building today.
Hey.
It's either she want to eat or she want to sleep. One or two. I don't know. I think it's your connection on your microphone. Because you kind of, it's your microphone because you low, like all the way low.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, it's not.
Continue with Desiree.
Well, I'm about to. Yeah, because while we fix your audio, we got in the building with us the Kingdom production crew, none other than Desiree DC, the voice.
Hey.
Hey.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you as well. All
How
is
are
well.
you?
I'm doing amazing.
How are
Simply
you, Ricky?
fabulous.
I'm good.
Amazing and fabulous.
Yes.
Okay.
Amazing and fabulous.
and good.
I
You
am
said
I
you
am
were
amazing.
amazing.
I'm
and
amazing
fabulous,
and
then
fabulous.
She said she's good.
I'm good. I'm amazing.
You're amazing.
Amazing.
Good.
I'm amazing.
Amazingly good.
Yes,
There you go.
amazingly good.
Yeah.
That is great. I don't get paid from Tony Tiger, but that was a perfect.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Amazingly good.
Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm going to see. I don't know. Say something. I don't know what to do with you. Say something more than something.
Oh, hello everyone.
See,
Happy Friday.
you missed that. You're supposed to say something more than something. But that's okay. That's all right. That's why we have a special segment called Rick Ups.
More than something.
Yeah,
Something more than Rick Ups.
more than Rick Ups.
Rick Ups.
Yeah. What we call it? Ricky moments?
Rickisms.
Rick Ups?
Rickisms.
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 Yeah.
That is something I did not make up, you guys. That was made up by my partners over here. But it is it's a real thing.
Yeah, Rick Ups are a
No,
real
I
thing.
watched you guys last week, Desiree.
And Desiree, she was sitting in your seat and she had plenty of Rick Up moments.
I missed you. I said I cannot disappoint
That
you.
wasn't the
I
case.
cannot.
No.
I got to play 2 roles now.
Oh my God.
Did
the
I hold
voice-
it down?
Yeah, you did a great job.
Thanks. Okay.
Thank you so much.
I don't know now. I think it was the chair.
The chair.
Yeah.
Okay.
She sat in the chair and all of a sudden it was like instantaneously.
And
Rick Up
I
after
walked
Rick
in
Up.
Just at that moment, it was like, "Are you having a Rick Up moment?" That was so funny.
Yeah.
Is that why we're not in chairs today?
Exactly. Well, no, that is not the case. Wanted to do something a little different. So how are you today, Ricky?
I am great.
Yeah,
Yes.
I am great.
I am great.
You said that very definitively. I am great.
I am great.
I am Groot.
That's right.
I am doing so swell. I'm so excited.
I
It's
am
Friday to be
Groot.
here today. It is Friday.
You are Groot.
I am great.
Yeah, a lot of big things happening, big things popping. Of course, to be a part of today's show, you can simply dial the number 225-953-7131. You got it, Ricky? Like your front lace was on fire.
Ain't no lace.
Ain't no lace?
No.
That's the real thing, Ricky?
No lace.
Come on, Rick Shonda. Well, I mean, if it's real, hell, we might call you your real name. Come on. So big things are popping to be a part of today's show. Of course, we have church taboo topics coming your way. And we're going to eventually get around to these new segments. Desiree, what? I done forgot the name.
Desiree's Destinations.
Ooh. Okay, so we traveling now.
A little bit.
Yeah,
You
we're
know,
going to...
staycations. Yeah.
Staycations, right. Traveling from here to your house. Yeah, from your bedroom to the kitchen.
But you can always use your mind to travel wherever you want. And so it's called
Use
imagination.
your imagination.
Yes, we go on a staycation to a destination with the voice.
Yeah, let me try that with Lady T.
There's a lot of things going on around the city.
Yeah.
I love the creatives and people who create things for people to come to. So I enjoy being able to elevate those. Oh, yeah, I missed it.
Yeah, we did. I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to focus on trying to get in Ricky's microphone. Because look, you making some noise too, Ricky. Look, you hear that?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's your cable.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to... Nick, you see that cable right there? No, you don't. We're going to have to switch your cable out, Ricky.
Okay.
Yeah, because I want to hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. But so, I'm sorry, we're talking about staycations.
Well, yeah, there's so many things going on in the city.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure that we're elevating.
Aroo!
Yeah, there you go.
See, it was on sync too, see?
Yeah, those
Yeah.
opportunities that so the people who are at home wondering what can they do this weekend, maybe we can share a few of those things right here on the radio.
Yeah.
And the other one that our colleagues gave me was a voice of reason.
That is the voice of reason.
We'll
Yeah.
sprinkle a little reasoning on it.
A little reasoning on a little seasoning on the reasoning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. So we got the new episode coming up segment, and that is the
Desiree's Destinations
Oh.
and The Voice of Reason.
There we go. And then we got the Rick Ups. Yeah, Ricky Moments, which can happen at any moment, really, to be honest with you. Rick Ups could happen at any second.
But don't
5,
forget about the Rickisms.
4.
Rickisms are concepts that only Ricky could come up with that make perfectly sense to us, and it's a difference.
No, it don't make sense to us. It
Yeah.
makes sense to Ricky. I mean, you could say something, Ricky. It just won't be loud. Or you choose to be silent. Is this a Rick Up moment?
Sometimes if you don't have anything good to say, don't say nothing at all. I'm just playing. No, actually, it is an awesome way of being able to express myself because I do it all the time. So this is nothing that just for the show. It's real life. So
Right. It's the Rickisms.
Yes.
That's the wisdom of Ricky.
the first time I ever realized it, one day me and Chauncey was in the mall, and I like things with a lot of color and different patterns. And I was like, oh my God, it has so many, it's like patternish. He was like, what did you say? And he pulled his phone out. He started recording. He was like, what did you call it again? I said, it has a lot of patternish. So that's my word, patternish.
And that's a Rickism.
Yes,
Indeed it is.
Rickism.
It's a Rickism.
And
Yes.
people will put it in the new dictionary.
Yeah, they will.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. A Rickism.
Patternish.
They did to Bling Bling? It's in the dictionary. Really? Urban Dictionary. Okay.
So, I mean, but when you say the word patternish, who doesn't understand that word after she said it?
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
After you hear the word patternish, you go, oh, okay, that's
I
something
get it.
that has potential for repeated patterns. It's patternish. Ish.
Ish.
So not a pattern, but
Pattern.
pattern-ish.
Has the potential
Of
to
repeating
make many
itself.
patterns. So it's ish.
Ish. We've
Yeah.
seen a
And
lot
did
of
you
patterns.
also know that when you're decorating, no matter what
Decorate
it look like,
ish.
no, when you're decorating, no matter what it look like, as long as you love it and you throw it together, it's going to be a masterpiece. Think about some artists when they put things together. You talk about creative people.
Yeah.
When you put things together, and whenever you bring those colors together, you're like, that don't go together, but it really do. The moment you have to organize it, to create it, to go where it needs to go. Everything has a home. So I thought about that. I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter if it match. Artists do it all the time.
That's right.
Look at me today. I have on leopard, not leopard.
Camouflage.
Camouflage.
But wait, let's digress for a moment.
Okay, go ahead.
We were talking pattern-ish. That was another indeed a Rick Up moment. She go to decorate and talk about masterpieces. How does that fit in the context of the conversation?
Patternish is
That was pattern-ish right there. No, that was ish. for certain, that was a ish.
I get it. So if you're patternish, that makes sense to be connected with creativity. I'm here with her.
The hour cometh, and now it's the Kingdom Hour.
Yep, it can happen at any moment. Hey guys, stick around, don't go anywhere. We have more in store for you here on the Kingdom Hour Radio Show.
Join us for the Kingdom Hour Radio Show with the Apostle Keith and the Kingdom Crew. Live on Fridays at 4:30 on WABL 97.3 FM, WABL 1570, and WPFC 1550. Proclaiming the kingdom, preaching the truth, and transforming culture.
Join us for Sunday morning service at Victory and Power Ministries at 10:30 a.m. 6940 Harry Drive, Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
It's the Kingdom Hour on WABL and WPFC. Keep it locked.
Y'all ready for this? Yeah.
Welcome back to the Kingdom Hour Radio Show, streaming live right now on every digital streaming platform: Facebook, YouTube, Apple TV, Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick, as well as Spotify. Hey, listen, if you ever have a moment to have some spare time, to have a good laugh, and you want to go over to one of those digital streaming spaces and look up the Kingdom Hour Radio Show. That's right, it happens every Friday at 4:30, but you can always go back and catch a replay on one of those digital streaming platforms. And then do us a favor, go ahead and share it with all of your family members and friends. That's right, it's the Kingdom Hour Radio Show. Hey, we want to give a big shout out to some of our other sponsors as well, so we're going to take time to do that right now.
Your Right Hand Man LLC. Has your home seen better days? Holes in the walls, outdated look, need a wash job, and a fresh paint job? Well, call Your Right Hand Man LLC for the job, handling all of your carpentry, drywall, electrical, painting, plumbing, pressure washing needs. For a free estimate, call Kenneth White, Your Right Hand Man, at 225-810-1283. That's Kenneth White, Your Right Hand Man, 225-810-1283. And next, what about Robinson Small Engine Repair? Has your engine been experiencing lop issues? It's a lack of performance, of course. Well, all you have to do is call Robinson Small Engine Repair with fast and friendly service. They fix it all. Lawnmowers, blowers, trimmers, four-wheelers, ATVs, golf carts, pressure washers, generators, and much, much more. If it has a small engine, they can fix it. All work guaranteed. That's Robinson Small Engine Repair, located at 10808 Greenwell Springs Road, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Call 225-272-5684. That's 225-272-5684. Robinson Small Engine Repair. Stop the lop issues today by calling that number, 225-272-5604.
It's the Kingdom Hour with your host, Apostle Keith, and the Kingdom Crew, Pastor Travis Paul and Ricky Davis Robinson.
Yep, it's Friday here in L Studios. It's the Kingdom Hour Radio Show. Of course, to be a part of today's show, especially when it comes down to church taboo topics and bless up or mess up, you can get your fingers ready to dial. When that moment happens, you can dial the number 225-953-7131. Let's try that now, Ricky.
953-7131.
Now we can hear you, and you did good. Come on, little snaps for you there.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to say 925 at first, but I got it right.
That wouldn't have been right if
I know,
you did
that's
that.
correct. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah. We got you now. Look at you. You're sounding lovely now. You're sounding lovely.
Well, thank you for fixing the cable, sir.
You know, that's what I do when I do it.
Thank you, Nick.
What?
Thank you, production.
Wait a minute. Nick ain't do that.
I mean, I was thanking both of y'all.
I mean, Nick just grabbed the cable.
Okay, he was able to.
He was
save
assisted,
yourself.
so he was part of the process.
That's correct.
Of fixing your
We
mic.
need others. You can't do everything by yourself.
This is facts.
Sometimes you can. It makes things a little harder.
That's
and
facts.
you can move a lot faster if you have help. And
Yeah.
how many of us don't like to ask for help? Especially when you want to get the credit for yourself. And you shouldn't.
You getting free over there, Ricky?
I'm sorry. So I'm just saying, just thinking in general, like you can do things together with people, and then most people don't want to do it by themselves.
Yeah.
And thinking they can get all the credit from it, but they actually burnt themselves out.
Yeah. You know, if you want to go wide, go alone. But if you want to go far, go with others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yep. I mean, hey, Jesus knew it. That's why he had his disciples.
12.
Could have did it all by himself, but yet he sought out others. Yeah.
Yep.
Got to have a team.
Yep.
Have a
Company is
team.
good.
And a team that's going to be on forefront with you, not just you by yourself. So I noticed that's important.
It is very important.
So it's
Yeah.
biblical as well as it's currently today as you walk through your day.
Yeah.
Am my mic messing up?
Why? No. Why you say that?
Because I feel like I have an echo.
No.
Okay.
Do you think that sometimes people don't ask others for help because they're afraid of being disappointed? You know, sometimes you may ask someone for help, but to get the rejection or to find that someone is not as passionate about your vision as you are, rather than face that rejection and think differently about the person, they'd rather not ask at all.
You do have to find someone that has the same vision of you, that has the same that want to see you grow,
Yeah.
but also want to grow themselves. And they're not looking at it from a perspective of what can I get out of it.
Yeah. Okay.
What I've learned as being a servant and not necessarily being a giver is better than you actually saying how much is something going to cost. And I've just in my testimony, just as far as if I have a couch, you know, instead of me selling a couch, hey, I have a couch you can have. You need a couch here. Versus me saying, okay, you can give me $100 for the couch, because my value of the couch, I'm going to get more on the other end of life later on. May not happen next month, but a couple of years down the line, I will get more by me just giving that to you versus me charging you for it.
Well, and that's called the law of reciprocity, sowing and reaping. So you sow it, you're going to reap it. But I do want to give new language to you in the fact that, you know, when we talk about, because Kayla has taught us some things.
Yes, he has. Yes, I'm about to say he. Kayla, Kingdom Leadership Ambassadors, yes. Apostle, don't do that.
I don't even know how we can get Kayla out of that.
Take your time. Take your time.
It's going to be a long time because you can't even.
Just move them around.
We going to have to play Scrabble with that. Got to play Scrabble.
Move them around.
Look, I even forgot my point. What do you mean,
okay.
Kingdom Leadership? You want to try it again?
Out through your mouth. Breathe.
Breathe.
Let it go. Release.
Come on, breathe. I forgot what I was
Help her out. Just go ahead. Kayla stands for
Kingdom Ambassador Leadership Academy. Now I forgot my point. We moving on now.
You was about to give a new meaning based upon what we learned in Kayla.
Yeah, but why? She just threw me all off.
about, I don't know if it would have been, because initially Ricky was talking about how important it is to work along with people and without an ulterior motive, and learning how to work alongside people. And then I said, well, what if people just don't want to ask?
Thank you for the recap.
Be disappointed.
Thank you for the recap.
And then she started talking about
She put
giving.
some season on the reason. She gave.
Okay. So, wait, I'm with you. I need to breathe too. All right. All right. So you talked about people need to have your vision. I think in leadership, it's not so much finding people who have your vision. It's more important that people who understand vision, because I may not really grasp your full vision, but if I understand how vision works, then I can jump in your vision and help you make it work.
Yeah.
Right. And so a lot of times we look for people who just, you need to have solely my vision. And those people, they may not even know how vision works. They may understand your vision, but don't have the tenacity, the aggressiveness to bring, or even the understanding on how to make that come to pass. You know, because there'll be people around you, they'll be, oh yeah, that's a great vision. Okay, put hands to it. And they'll show up, but they won't know what to do.
How to support it.
And how to support it.
Do you think that's also the visionaries' area of growth too?
Absolutely.
Because if you have one, there are people who will come and want to walk alongside you, but if you are not good at delegating, then they don't know what to do. They're standing there waiting.
Yeah.
You know, but if you haven't thought through, if someone does arrive, here's where I need them.
Yeah, the steps. Yeah. This is what we need next. I mean, it's like Moses, you know, when Jethro had to tell him, Moses, you're going to kill yourself. You got all these people coming up to you asking how to do this, how to do that, to counsel this person, all the issues they have. And you're there day and night. You got a family. There's a poor at the house. You got children now. You're going to kill yourself trying to meet all the needs of the people. Find you people of like spirit.
Yeah.
Right? Men of good character. Men who are of morals and values. So there again, he didn't say find people who got your vision. Just make sure they got the right spirit, the same spirit as you. that has the spirit of, hey, we need to get this thing done, right? And then find people of good character and good morals and values and all of that, and then place them over groups of people. So now when they come, here's your assignment. This is what I need you to do. You take these 50, you handle them. You take these 50, these 25, you take these 100. These are your assignments. So, yeah, you got to be able to delegate when that time comes and know. Because if you have the vision, then you should know the steps of that vision. And it's sometimes even with that, you may not be capable of doing everything. I mean, if I'm not an accountant, but we need somebody to count the money, well, that's not me, but I'm the visionary. So now as the leader, I need to find people who could be able to handle that task and then assign them to that task.
Yes. Yeah, they have to be able to know that their gifts and talents can be sown into that fertile soil of that vision. Mm-hmm. And then the visionary also needs to be able to offer training to the people who came and said, I want to walk alongside of you. Yeah. Because it could be 12 people who say, okay, hey, I hear your vision and I'd like to be a part of it. Yeah. And you may be unable to have your list of how you're going to delegate responsibilities. But if you never did any training with these people to help them to sharpen their lens on what your vision is, they're out there basically either acting out of their individual gifts and talents, but there's no vision. They're not connected to the vision. They may be serving under one, but they're not connected to it because they don't really know what the visionary's mission is. So I think it's so important to do the training of people who said they want to go along with you, and to have a list of, as God sends the people, where would you put them, how you're going to delegate the responsibilities, and letting people work in their gift.
That's the key.
I'm always concerned when people ask people to do something they're not gifted to do that. And so it will mess up your vision. It'll mess up your delivery and your ministry. Because maybe you needed somebody who fixed the sandwiches, right? But if this person has a sanitary problem and they came and said that they wanted to volunteer, then having spent time with them and training them about what your vision is, right? Then, that person may have a tendency to constantly wipe like this.
I missed that.
That's not your sandwich maker, is it? That's not your sandwich maker who constantly has an allergy problem, right? And so when you
but they make the sandwich so good, though.
That's that flavor. That's the seasoning.
Maybe that's the season on it.
So just realizing to let people work in that gift, and maybe that person's gifting was not fixing sandwiches. Maybe that person's gifting was greeting people or something else. Sure. But you take them and put them in a place where you delegated, this is my list of needs, but it didn't match that person's gift.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Apostle, you about to say something? No, speaking of, I was saying that we could turn it back to the kingdom, and I'm glad you did when you talked about as far as having something at the church and someone that's fixing sandwiches versus someone being in hospitality or necessarily just being up on parking lot duty. If they're on parking lot duty and they're actually always inside the church and cars are kind of piling up in the parking lot and parked any kind of way, well, you was inside, what you was doing, eating the donut, or something like that, or wasn't paying attention. But we don't have that problem here. Elevate.
Oh,
good job.
I know.
Oh my God! Yes. All together in sync. Like you should be. A lot of times people do have issues when they see what other people do and they want to do it.
Yeah.
It's almost like, oh, I do it too. Oh, I know how to do that. Like, you like, what are you talking about? Like, everybody have their gift and talents, but do you really know how to do a particular task? Or are you mirroring something that you saw someone else do? And so what I've noticed, not just necessarily in Kingdom, but just in the community in general, that sometimes people are mirroring what other people are doing and they're not actually doing the right thing by serving the people. And I'm not just talking about, again, Kingdom. I'm talking about in general. So we can get to, as a nation as a whole, to start really truly working and operating in our gifts that God has given us and find out what that is. And some people that walk around here with no purpose because they don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Because they're doing what? They're mirroring what other people are doing.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a desire for a thing.
They're mirroring what other people are doing. They're just saying, okay, this is what I should be doing because this is what's worked for this person. It may work for me too.
Yeah.
And then they're making things happen. So it's almost that thing where you see it happen for someone else and you're going to make it happen for you. You know, if that makes sense?
Yeah.
It happened for that person so easy, but I'm going to make it happen for me because I saw that happen for them and I feel like I'm more, whatever the case may be. So I don't know why we started talking about that, but
well, it's
really
a Rickism moment. You always take it somewhere else, but that's good though. No, you're good right there because definitely a lot of times people have a desire to do a thing, but they're not gifted at the thing. Right. It's like, I may find enjoyment in singing, but can't sing.
God is going to bless my voice one day, and I'm going to.
One day. It's just not today.
It's happening.
You know, so
believe?
but a lot of times too, and then people get offended by that because they want to be a part of something and they like have a desire to do it, but they're not gifted to do it. It's like, it's like, okay, I want to be in the choir, but you can't sing, but I enjoy singing. Yeah, I get that you enjoy singing, but to do it on the level that's required to be in this position, it's totally different, And so people are now, like you said, they're looking at other people and they're trying to mimic because what other people are doing, it may seem easy to them because they're anointed to do it, right? But yet you may not be anointed to do it.
So you just said I can join the praise team?
That's not what I said. That's a Rickism moment. You just took what I said and added your own
I was going to see if you was going to slip up and say yes, so I was going to have it on record that you said yeah.
I mean...
Okay, no problem. It's okay.
I think
it's
I was
fine.
very clear, and people want to do something, but are not
Ricky
anointed.
wants to join. So don't say people. Just say my name.
Ricky!
The hour cometh, and now it's the Kingdom Hour. The Kingdom Hour with your host, Apostle Keith, and the Kingdom Crew, Pastor Travis Paul and Ricky Davis Robinson.
Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to the Kingdom Hour radio show. It goes down every Friday right here on your streaming platforms, as well as locally on the radio 1550 WPFC, as well as WABL 1570 and 97.3 out there in the Tangible Hope Parish, Amite, Louisiana. Hey, we got Church Taboo Topics coming your way. That's right, we didn't put the screen on, so we're going to have, I don't know. Nick, did we have Church Taboo Topics ready? Oh, okay. I don't have my phone. Y'all know what Church Taboo Topics is? Huh? Oh, well, praise God. He said he got it. Well, stick around. Church Taboo Topics coming up in a little bit.
And to the Kingdom Hour crew, we've got good news. We have potentially a new sponsor. It is the Blue Zoo. Say it with me.
Blue Zoo.
The Blue Zoo, located over on Blue Bonnet over at the Mall of Louisiana. Shout out to Christy Lowe, who has provided us today with 2 adult Blue Zoo passes and 4 children Blue Zoo passes today.
Wow. That's good.
So we're going to be doing some more things with the Blue Zoo just to promote the opportunity for at-home learning, so that when families are at home with their kids and you're wondering, where can I take my kid and what can we do? And despite the fact that it's cold outside and you may not be able to go to traditional zoos, don't forget about the Blue Zoo located inside the Mall of Louisiana. And again, tell Christy Lowe that the Kingdom Hour radio show said thank you. So we'll be giving away 2 adult tickets and 4 children's tickets today. Tell everybody, call them and let them know it's going down, with an opportunity for some free giveaways for the weekend.
Have you already been to the Blue Zoo before?
I have.
How did you enjoy it?
It was beautiful. It's very relaxing.
The part I liked the most was the birds.
Yeah.
The room with the birds, and just like flying with all those birds that way. I wish they had butterflies. That would be really cool, but I know the temperature would be a little different. But
yeah.
Remember the time they had a snake get loose in the mall or in the Blue Zoo? I know I shouldn't talk about that right now, but I'm just... Look at Desi face. Desi like, what? I'm serious. I mean, but it only happened one time.
Yeah, not right now, Ricky. So, despite the possibilities of a snake roaming through the zoo...
That can happen at any other zoo as well.
Or it can happen in your backyard.
That's correct.
There could be a snake right out at your car right now. But nevertheless, and always the most, we want to give a shout out to the Blue Zoo for giving us 2 adult tickets and 4 children's tickets. So if you want to call in today, there'll be some opportunities for you to win during our after hours show. Tell your people, the Blue Zoo is showing up for our community.
How do you want them to win those tickets?
I think we'll talk about it over the break and see what creative way we can have them to win the tickets. But I want to start off by asking you to go to Blue Zoo Facebook page and why don't you follow their page? Let's start there.
Okay, no problem. They can follow the Blue Zoo via the Facebook page, and they can call us as well to kind of tell us a little bit more about themselves and why they want to kind of take this opportunity for their children. Because that's important.
Yes.
So just imagine some of the kids really do remember things that you've done for them when they were smaller. My kids talk about certain things such as the zoo. They may talk about things that we used to eat or things how we used to kind of play about little songs and stuff like that. So kids will pay attention. Like we went to a zoo inside of a mall. They don't have that. They didn't have that when we were small.
Yeah.
The zoo was really like this big hot place if you want to get a snowball. That was just, one of the things I thought about when I was going. Not because it was food.
Yeah.
I'm just saying in general. So I always say that.
Yeah. So you'll see turtles, you'll see stingrays, fish, and like Ricky said, there's a bird atrium where the birds are in. You can walk inside and let the birds fly all around you, or you can just watch the birds. There are some interactive experiences that you can take advantage of. They have a party room, so if anyone wanted to host their birthday parties at someplace different, probably something that most of your friends haven't gone to. And I know most people like to book a place that no one else has been, so they're giving their community a first-time experience. Well, the Blue Zoo is a place. I got a chance to tour it today and go to the party room, and it's really, really nice.
That's good. So what do you think about as far as, like, I know you're talking about having different rooms and stuff like that, but I just thought about photo shoots. Like you could take your kids there, take a picture with a bird inside as well.
I like the photo shoot idea. Yeah, and they have this very large clamshell that the kids can sit inside of, or people can sit inside of and take a picture as if you are the pearl of the world.
Yeah, that would be nice because pearls are a girl's best friend, so pearls are nice. I don't know why I would want to go to the zoo besides the fact that it's an opportunity to make sure that we are encouraging our children, because you know how much we can expose our children to so many things.
Yeah.
But if they're not exposed to those things and how they work with animals, or have the opportunity to maybe see behind the scenes and how they work with the stingrays and the food they feed them and how they get the birds together, that open up kids' imagination. Like, wow, I can do this when I get older as well. So I think I love opportunities for kids to be able to build, even the Knock Knock Museum, places like that. Allow kids to use their imagination. We was talking about that earlier, about your imagination. Desi's Destination. Look at that. You just took us to Blue Zoo.
I took you to the Blue Zoo.
You did.
Yes.
And then you have Tanasi, and what's his name? Nancy and Tanasi.
Nancy the spider?
Yeah, the spider. Yeah. Yeah. So that would be an opportunity for you to do your reading over there too.
Oh, I am going to do some story time there.
Okay.
And we'll talk more about that. So we're going to do some at-home learning experiences there for families who may be at home with their kids. They don't have them in traditional programs where they can bring them over to the Blue Zoo, and we can have some at-home learning opportunities for kids, and storytelling and interactive activities, and ways to show parents how to interact with your kids and support them with behavioral challenges right there at the Blue Zoo.
And most recently, I saw you on social media. You were doing some type of education this week with EBR as far as with the students. I don't know what your topic was, but I saw you posted on social media.
Oh, yeah. So that was with an organization called Brain. So shout out to Jasmine. And they have after-school opportunity. They support after-school initiatives across the city. And so what they were doing was creating professional development workshops for people who provide those trainings. So when you think of people like the Big Buddy or the Youth Orchestra, so it was so many people who provide after-school activities who were there receiving training. And the training that I facilitated was, the topic discussion was reporting with humility.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just saying, like, that was deep. I didn't know what the topic was. I just remember seeing you on the screen. That's really good because you have to be able to give them the education and the tools they need to be able to be successful in what they're doing in the after-school program. Because how many parents look for after-school programs?
Yeah.
I was one of them.
And we want continuity of care. I think that it would help if we have these workshops, and so when we go out and we provide services, we are on the same page with supporting our community. So the topic, reporting with humility, we broke down what does it mean when we are reporters, when we see things that's like, oh, I don't believe that happened, or things that people have a tendency to be judgmental of people of. You already have a preconceived notion about somebody because how they walked into the room. But when you're reporting with humility, you see them first as a human being, and you respect the journey that they have been on to get to where they stand in front of you. We don't know where they come from to get to here, but I know that you've made it to me. And if I'm someone who's providing the resources, I should not be judgmental or hold my biases against being able to provide you with the resources. So it was. I got a lot of good feedback from that workshop, and I want to thank Brain for giving me the opportunity to elevate my voice.
Oh.
And that business that I have is called Play for a Living, as you guys know. So Play for a Living supports being able to do professional development and training and support in a playful way.
Amen. Hey, with that note, Church Taboo Topics coming up next.
Church Taboo Topic. Get ready for Church Taboo Topics with the Kingdom Crew. Hard topics to be discussed and tough questions you want answered and much, much more. Let's go. Up next, Church Taboo Topics with the Kingdom Crew. The Kingdom Crew.
Yep, the tough topics that you would love to talk about but don't have the courage to talk about it. Well, we're going to talk about it right here on the Kingdom Hour radio show. It's Church Taboo Topics. Let's go. Yeah.
There's no telling what they're going to be talking about today. So let's get started. We celebrate the fight of our ancestors during Black History Month. But what actual fight are we showing today? Has the church lost its fight?
Okay. All right.
One more time?
One more time.
We celebrate the fight of our ancestors during Black History Month. But what actual fight are we showing today? Has the church lost its fight?
I still fight. Man.
Taking that personal?
I still fight. I still. Yeah. I carry my pocket knife.
Well, that's a good topic. Just thinking about, we were talking before the last time we met about how there was the Sunday go to church. That was like literally a meeting. You don't miss church because that's when you get your tea.
Yeah.
That's when you get your details about how you move in the community. So, people have gotten disenfranchised with going to church, but there was a time that you didn't miss church because if you didn't go to church, you weren't on the front line of receiving the information. You wanted to be there. There were people in your family who got to be there so they can go home and come back and bring all the information back to the family because you want your family to be like in step with everybody else in the community with whatever you're doing to create a change for the space you live in, right? You got to remember that communities were smaller and tighter too. So there were churches, and most of the time, everybody in that community went to that church, and there were community schools. So everybody went to the same school and the same church. So when people got together in meeting, they were actually meeting about their individual communities. Yeah. I think a lot of times now people go to a church and they come from everywhere.
Oh yeah,
Yes, they do.
Church is a destination now.
Yeah.
It's not a community.
And so that doesn't mean, now what I like about that ideal is that when we come to one church, even if you come from different areas, if you go back to your communities and sharing this, we can actually make our precepts global. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if we use a church like that to galvanize our communities and shake our thinking.
So a long time ago, we used to, I know for sure, I actually had the experience about 2 weeks ago. But, you had your local churches that was in the neighborhood, like you said, like on the corner, your smaller churches, then you had your bigger church. But most times, everybody went to the same church that lived in the area. Now everybody, even for us here at Elevate, that have people all from all over, from Hammond, from Addis, from Plaquemine to over New Orleans. Even close to where there was
Mississippi.
Someone from the not Lafayette area that's past New Roads. I can't think of where they live. Anyway, long story short, we have a lot of different people. And back when I remember I was younger, we had the local pastors that used to knock on the doors, like not just the pastors, to come back to go knock on the doors. And the other day, I actually experienced a pastor, and as I was packing to move, a guy, he knocked on the door and he kind of just introduced himself. He came to the door. He was the actual pastor, and I was like, "Hello, how are you?" He was like, "Hello, I'm Pastor such and such, and I, the pastor of the church." And he pointed to where the church was, not too far. He said, "I want to provide this to you." And he had, what he had to give out, and I was like, "That is amazing."
Tracts?
No, he didn't have tracts.
Okay.
He actually gave Almost
Some
like
pecan
He
pie.
actually gave I actually kept it too. It was more like about him. Almost like about him,
a bio,
about the church.
kind of like a welcome guide.
I think it was a mini Bible in there as well, and there was something else inside of the bag. But it really made me feel pretty warm and fuzzy that he was actually.
Now, was this at the new house or the
That's
old
the
house?
old house.
Okay.
Yeah.
What took him so long?
I took
We leave it now.
And I'm not sure if he just became the pastor or not, but just saying
No,
he went
it's
all
great.
over. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I thought that was like, it made me feel warm. So did we lose the fight? You know, we just got to keep fighting.
I don't know. Now I see some YouTube, some TikTok videos. They fighting in the church, so maybe we need to clarify what we talking about fight.
Well, fight is
so.
for it. Go ahead.
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have to. I mean,
Oh no, we're not talking about physical fight. We're just talking about as far as are we losing our children? Are we losing our congregation to social media broadcast? And I was having a conversation with a guy the other day, and he was telling me about how he has been a part of a church for the last 7 years.
Wow.
But he actually does a lot in the community with other organizations, other churches. And so I brought to him about the dismembered. So I asked him, I said, what if I cut your arm off? And he was like, I need my arm. I said, but what if I cut your arm off? I said, well, just like the body, just like you need your arm, the body of Christ needs you. So you have all these gifts and talents. And what he see that the issue was that there's not a lot of men that are involved in church. You see a more heavy presence of women. And so because he see a lot heavy presence of women in the church, he wanted to do something where he can help involve the men. I said, well, what you can do is plant yourself in the church where you can be a part of that particular issue and bring the men there.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's what
We
I
have a
told him.
lack of men because the men are seeing no men, so they remove themselves. And of course, if you're not there, then there'll never be any men.
But
in the
he did thank
church.
me. He said that, after he told me that, he told me what he do in the community and that he actually attends a church online. And then I brought it to him again. If something happens to you, and would that church online come and bury you? Or would your family be looking for someone for you to be buried? And he looked at me like this.
He had a Rick up moment.
No, he looked at me like, you're right. You're right. And I was like, well, I'm just saying. I mean, just you're thinking about your family.
But here again, and as you were saying, I was thinking, and we'll get back to the church taboo topics. It's like people want the benefits of church, but don't want to benefit the church, right? And so he wants to look at it online so he can benefit from the word, but how are you benefiting the church, in that? And so your gifts, your talents, and all of those things, those people online don't know him. Right. And so he's not serving there. He's not being a help there. He's not being a benefit to that local body, but he's benefiting from that local body by getting what y'all looking at. Both looking.
Just change the screen.
I'm like both of y'all like, okay, what's that? And so it's a two-way street when it comes down to the kingdom of God. It's us sowing into the kingdom, but yet we can also reap from the kingdom. And so it's a two-way process. I mean, so much so that when Jesus and his disciples, Peter said to Jesus, he said, we have given up everything to follow you.
yeah.
I mean, what a bold statement. You're telling Jesus, the Messiah, listen, we've given up everything. In other words, what's our payback in all of this? I believe was Peter's mindset. Like, we've given up jobs, we left our families, all of this. We've given up all to follow you. So what's the payout, right? And Jesus says, your reward is great in heaven. So it's that two-way street. It's what we can glean from the church and then what we could sow into the church. Because here's the thing, it's the law of reciprocity, sowing and reaping. I put in, I get out. That's why we call our new members investors, right? Versus members. Right? Membership looks for benefits of the organization, not so much of what I can benefit the organization, but what are my benefits? Like Costco, like Sam's. The reason why we have memberships there, because we get discounts and buy stuff in bulks, right? It's not to help the organization out. It's what can I get out of it? Discounts, bulks, right? We join organizations, even, service organizations or social organizations. We join them primarily of what we can get out of those things, not what we can do for them. Let's be honest about it, right? Most people join even social organizations because of the connectivity, the networking, and all of that. That's benefiting them. They're not really going there and say, okay, what can I do to benefit this organization, right? That's not the case. And so, and such is the same in church. And so, you know what, Nick? We never. Well, no, you just need to cancel your so we can. No. Answer it. But I need Bluetooth though. You need the Bluetooth. The phone back. Yeah. I'm sorry. We had a caller. But you know what? Yeah, put him on hold. Just put him on hold on the phone right there. And what I need you to do, Nick, is disconnect your phone because you Bluetooth your phone the other day to the. Yeah. Yeah. And so, people look more so to benefit from things. And like this individual, I don't know him. However, he's gaining from that. He's getting wisdom and knowledge. He's gaining from the church, but he's not utilizing his gifts and talents in the church. Yeah. What say you? Y'all got quiet on me.
So when I think about the fight, right, there's an opportunity for people to vote coming up on March 29th. And so these are constitutional amendments that people have the opportunity to vote on. So in the past, people probably would have heard about it in their church. Their church would have been telling the people what these amendments are, or they would have had some elected officials or leaders in the church to advise them on what it is. Members of the church or investors in the church, like attorneys, would be deciphering what these amendments are and telling you what they mean so that they know, because it's a large congregation, we can shift the tide of our community by telling people what the amendments mean so they can go out and be informed
at the church,
voters.
not necessarily
at the church.
Not online, not them just hearing it on the news, but
Right.
they can actually hear from
at the church. So we have shared aspirations as it relates spiritually, as it relates to our community, but the power that we understand that we have to shift the way, the direction of the community by voting. And so for the lack of vision, people perish. And so if you don't take the time to tell them, this is what the amendments mean, people are hoping you sleep on election day. People are hoping that you don't go out and vote on the 29th. People are hoping that if you were previously incarcerated, that you don't know that you can go out and vote. People were hoping that if you are incarcerated and you served your parole, that you did not go and register to vote because you can. But when you back in those times, they will be always informed to tell you at the church, the fight is at the church, that this is what we're about to tell you. So while we have the time, I do want y'all to know that. So I visited Power Coalition on yesterday. Power Coalition is encouraging everybody to, not encouraging everybody, but did share what the all four amendments mean and talked about the advantages or disadvantages of your vote. And the overall consensus of people who were in attendance was that the vote needed to be no on all four amendments that are coming up. Amendment 1, 2, 3, and 4, that you should be voting no for all of them because it changes your constitutional rights. Well, back in the day, people would go to the Sunday meeting, and then they would have told you that. They would have had ballots that they're passing out. And everybody in that community is going to go back home, and they're going to call all their cousins and tell them, this is what we just heard today. This is how we're supposed to vote.
Yeah.
When the church doesn't rise up with its power, we leave the church is leaving the people victim to circumstances, and it can be pretty bad if people don't, if we as a church don't take the power back.
Yeah.
It goes back to our ancestors at the same time.
Yeah. We rise up and like Church Taboo Topics, we got a call on the line, and we're going to go to our caller in a second. Like our Church Taboo Topics, we celebrate and we make a big hoopla over our ancestors during this month, but that fight should continue on throughout the year. We take one day out the year or 1 week, 1 month out the year to make a big to-do about historical prevalence that we had as a people, but yet the fight goes beyond the month, and has the church lost this fight? I would say that no, we haven't lost the fight. We just hadn't been very directive in the fight, right? We're not pointing directly at certain issues. Every church, I don't think, has to be so, and I'm going to say this, and you hear me, so pro-black that we're all just on the black issues when there's some civic issues, there's some social issues, some political issues. Every church has to do their part, right? And if we all just focus on this or synergize around this one thing, then we miss out on the multitude of other things. Right. So I think right now we are scattered. Nobody's really focused on the issues that are at hand. And so, I don't know. But we have a caller online. Caller, what say you? Church Taboo Topics.
Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing on this great Friday?
Yeah, I sound like Miss Doubtfire.
afternoon?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. So I'm calling to chime in.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, y'all know who this is. I'm y'all.
Of course, we don't know who this is. Tell the people who you are. Got to.
This is Teresa. I'm y'all's biggest fan. Okay. And so I guess I take a different perspective when I think about the question: has the church lost its fight? I think the church has lost its witness.
Okay.
And I say that because, of course, there's always this beam on the church. And I think people have lost hope. And even though our hope should be in the Lord, we know that. But just looking at the church as a whole, I think the church has lost its witness to the people.
I agree.
And so, not directly lost the fight, because you still have some churches out there, but of course,
Elevate.
we want to clump all the churches together. And so we want to put everybody in a bag, in which we should not do that.
Every pastor. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, every pastor. And so I would just say that as far as has the church lost its fight, I would say that the church has lost its witness.
That's
and it's
good.
hard to witness to people when there's such a bad stigma on the church. And so it's hard to bring those people in that has, weathered the storm and just everything and,
That's good.
all the stuff that goes on. So in a sense, I think we have as a whole, and I say we because I am a part of the body.
Yeah.
And so I do think we have lost some part of our fight because we've lost our witness.
That's good.
Witness to the people.
But tell me this: why so intently when it comes down to the church? How people, because of experiences, bad experiences, maybe in the church, but they experience those things outside the church, but yet they still find a pursuit of those outside things. So what I mean by that is maybe they went to a restaurant and had a bad experience. They didn't stop going to restaurants.
Some people do.
Huh?
Some people
Some
do.
people do.
Not all together. They ain't like they going to some restaurant,
Okay.
even if it's
A different restaurant.
it's a different restaurant, but they didn't stop eating because of experience, right? They continue
Correct.
finding a place where they can find their place of fulfillment,
Right.
right? And so you had a bad breakup as, in relationship. That didn't stop you from pursuing relationships. You kept seeking, you met a man or a woman who broke your heart, but you were still looking for a man or a woman.
But when they come down to church, in the church, they have church hurt.
Yeah,
They just stop.
They stop altogether, and give up completely. Like, done. I'm done with church. Like, really? So you tell me there's not one decent church in the world? So you're telling me every church is the same? But so why do you think that is, that people, when it comes down to the church, that have one experience or even multiple experience, just give up on church altogether?
Because they are looking for a different experience than what they're getting in the world per se. So it doesn't matter that I go to a restaurant and the food is bad. Yeah, I'm gonna go back. Let me tell you, because I go to McDonald's and they always get my orders wrong. Okay.
Listen, and everything
But-
always broke. I want
And
some
I
ice cream.
can
Ice
almost-
cream broke.
but I
Well, give me an
continue-
icy. That don't work either.
I continue to go back because why? I don't expect anything any different. But when I come to the church, I'm expecting a difference. So I'm not expecting, and of course we all have error. We're all human, and so I'm not, saying that we are supposed to be. And I said this on a Talkback Tuesday. There's only one standard, and the standard is the word. The standard is the Lord.
Yep.
And so, but I think people have this high expectation, and so they put this high expectation on the church. And so when they come in and something is not right, or maybe they was mishandled, or maybe, whatever, they say,
Yeah, but
I ain't going back, because I can get that same treatment I can get that same treatment. They have that. I did this reel, and it says, in the clear, we all fam. And so in the clear, they all family.
In the
So
clear,
they not
in the
expecting
in the
anything.
wait, hold on.
In the
In the
where?
what?
In the where?
In the clear,
In the clear.
In the clear.
CLUB.
we all fam, but it's club. They're saying they're all fam.
Yeah.
And so, out there, they all family. So they're not expecting. So, hey, I'm in the club. You step on my toe. We good. We cool.
I don't know.
But when I come to the church,
we would fight back.
I mean, but that's just a perspective.
But no,
That's just how some
and I
people-
agree with you 100. But but what I'm pointing to though is that yes, they're looking for a different experience. However, do you stop seeking the experiences when it comes down to church? Because maybe that one church was not the place for you, but then why don't you try another church? And then another church, and then
you have to also shift
another
your own
church.
perspective of things. Sometimes
I
people go
agree
in with
1,000%. I agree. I agree with you. I don't know why. I don't know why we do that, but I just.
So maybe, like you said,
Maybe-
Ricky, it's the
maybe-
perspective.
yeah,
Maybe
their perspective. There is sometimes people, it may not even be the church, it may be them. Sometimes you
absolutely,
have to look at yourself.
Yeah,
you have to focus
absolutely.
on you.
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Focus on yourself.
Absolutely.
Now, this doesn't take away from the responsibility, accountability of the church or them getting themselves together.
Right.
I'm not saying
Right.
that. If there's some issues that need to be addressed or fixed, let them be fixed. But at the same time, for the individual person, I should not. And I'll just point it, just to make it instead of generalize the point of itself. I shouldn't stop looking because I had this one experience. Because watch this. Maybe my perspective is I shouldn't be looking at the place, but the person of Christ. Because if I'm going to look at Christ anyway, for Christ, then it don't matter what place I'm at, because I'm not here for the people. I'm here for the person of Christ. Right. And so if my perspective is, this place is not, because I say it this way, because I tell a lot of people, maybe you're going more so for your preference, more so than purpose or presence. Right. I'm going to church because,
Say I went.
I like the music. I like the preaching. I like the people. Well, that's preference.
And some go
'Cause
because
if-
their grandmother and their mama go there, and they
That's-
walking out the same way they look.
It's all preference, right? But if I'm going for purpose, listen, I don't care, if they speak to me or they don't. I'm here for a purpose, right? If they try to offend me, and may offend me, I'm here for a purpose. I can't be moved by people because I'm here for a purpose. And if
Some level of maturity.
it has to be, but that's the whole point of the kingdom. I'm not here pressing into the kingdom of God for the people around me, because these people won't be with me on the day of judgment. It's just going to be me before the Lord. So if that's going to be the case, if I'm living my life for the day of oneness, my opportunity with the Lord, if I'm living my life for that, then who gives a hoot what people say or do or try to do? I'm not here for you anyway, boo. It is what it is, So you hurt my feelings. I got you, but I'm not moved by that, because I'm here for a purpose. And I think people, if they get to that place where this whole thing about the kingdom of God is not about the people in the sense of, how they treat you or whatever it is, because really that's really helping you anyhow. Because how do you really test if you got the patience of Job, unless someone has to come and test your patience? How can you test if you have a forgiving spirit if you never have nobody to forgive, right? So if I'm running from that, then I'm not growing in that, right? If everybody is always nice to me, then how can I really find out what type of Christian I really am? You know what? Let me say this, and I'm going to let you close out on that. But watch this. They were first called Christians at Antioch, but the title Christian was not given as a term of endearment. It was given to them by heathens. The heathens looked at them and said, Christians, man, these are the people who turned the world upside down. It was really a term not of endearment, but they were really kind of like we would use the N-word. They were saying, you bunch of Christians. It was a term of persecution. And so, in other words, they looked at them and said, man, y'all just like the man who y'all are serving, Christ. He's here turning the world upside down. Y'all look just like him. That was what they were saying when they called them Christians. It was a term of persecution. It was a term that they were using like, oh, I see now. Y'all just like him. Y'all going through persecution and ridicule and all of these things. So when we say being a Christian, it really comes with persecution. And Christ said it best. He said, marvel not if the world persecuted you, because it first persecuted me.
Wow. Let's see.
What you got? I said a whole lot.
Yeah, you said a whole lot.
Stop. You better stop.
But I agree with everything that you said. That is my perspective, and that is how I view. But of course, I have matured when it comes to the actual ecclesia or being in the fellowship of people, and so that's how I view now. But for someone that's not that mature, and it first starts with being planted in your church.
That's a whole
because if you are planted there, it doesn't matter what comes, who go. It doesn't matter, because if you're there for purpose and God has planted you there, it doesn't matter who say good. What. It doesn't trust. I've been in not a whole lot of churches, but I have been planted in places where the Lord said, "You better not move. I don't care what they do.
Come on, there you go.
I don't care what they do.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is where you are for right now. And when I release you, then you can go on." But of course, that came with maturity, and I had to endure a lot of hurt. Yeah. I had to grin and bear it a lot of times. But again, it comes with maturity.
Yeah.
But just growing in the things of God and in the ways of God. And I think that's something that we lack in this new era, because nobody wants to deal with anything. Nobody wants to put up with anything. We all have this, oh, you can't tell me what to do. You're a man, I'm a man. We put our pants on the same way.
Right.
And so we, in that perspective, we've lost that. And so I just think it just takes maybe just going out into the community. I mean, and I could use you as an example with Mike. Mike had been out of church for years, a long time. Yeah. And he said that you made him see things in a different light, that you were the one who really drew him back. Well, of course, with me going and talking to him about church and about the ministry, but just him having that encounter with you, he was like, man, Miss T, I really do love Pastor Keith. And I was like, yeah, you're a cool dude, I was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, he's a really cool guy. And I had to give you your props. I said, I have gotten so much wisdom since I've been there. I said, so many nuggets that I have gotten since I've been at the ministry. And so it's just that type of thing, just having those relationships and building and getting planted. That's the most important thing. Yeah. If you're not planted, you're going to shift. Yeah. You're not planted, you're going to move.
That's right.
Because it's not the place that God has for you.
That's
and
good.
So, but yeah.
That's
but in totality, I think we've lost some of our witness.
Yeah, I love that. That's
for the church.
Oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, in closing, Teresa, can you tell them where you fellowship at?
Elevate.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh. All right.
Praise God. Thank you so much to our top fan, Ms. Teresa.
All right, y'all have a good evening.
You too.
Okay.
Man, she said a lot of good stuff.
She did. She sure did. Gave me a lot of good ideas too.
Yeah. One thing she said about being planted, I thought about that as she was saying it, and made me chuckle. When a plant is planted, it don't move because a worm is in the soil. If something comes along and nip at its leaves, it don't say, "Oh, I want to get out of this pot now," right? Move me to another pot, right? If the soil gets dry and whatnot, the plant doesn't look at the planter and say, "Okay, take me out of this." No, it remain planted. Why? Because that was the purpose of it being there. And I think it takes maturity, but how do we ever mature if we're always running from situations and issues that are there to mature us? You know what I mean? Paul said, count it all joy when you go through trials and tribulations. I mean, come on now. So in order for me to build up joy, I have to go through trials and tribulations. So how can I actually mature in the thing if I'm always running from the things that are there to mature me? It just won't happen. Yeah. So you got to stay planted.
Stay planted.
Yo, we way over.
It
we
was good.
we done spilled over into the Kingdom After Hour show. Yeah. So I guess it is what it is, right? But 225-953-7131 is the number to dial. If you want to be a part of this conversation, you can dial the number. We're here. We're going to go ahead and just shift on over to church taboo topics. Y'all don't go anywhere. I'm sorry, I said church taboo topic. Yeah. Kingdom After Hour.
We've been here already.
Yeah. Yep, as we get ready to pause for the calls and shift over to the Kingdom After Hour, I want to give a big shout out to our Kingdom production crew over there holding it down, the ones and twos, half of the Funky Cold Maninas. That is Nicholas Braxton Manina holding it down over there. And then for the Kingdom crew over here, Desiree DC, the voice Collins. And then, of course, Rick Shonda is what her mama named her. Robinson, yep. It's the Merge Butterfly. And I've been your host, Apostle Keith. We're going to catch you guys next week right here on the Kingdom Hour Show. Don't go anywhere. Kingdom After Hour Show coming up next.
Thank you for tuning in to the Kingdom Hour. We trust you have been blessed. If you would like to contact us, please visit our Facebook page at The Kingdom Hour. Or you can email us, info@kingdomhour.com. Once again, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you on the next show. The hour cometh, and now it's the Kingdom Hour. You missed the Kingdom Hour radio broadcast? No problem. Get ready for the Kingdom After Hour show. Raw, uncut, unscripted dialogue with gut-busting humor. The Kingdom After Hour is worth waiting around for. The after party starts now. It's the Kingdom After Hour show.
Are you ready?
Y'all ready for this? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, welcome to the Kingdom After Hour show. It's the hour after the Kingdom Hour where we have raw, uncut, unscripted dialogue to have a conversation to have it just for you. The digital streaming space, a digital audience that you can find us on Facebook, YouTube, Apple TV, Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick, as well as Spotify. Listen, if it's a digital platform, we are there. If you have it, you can catch us. It is the Kingdom After Hour show. Let's go. Yep, it goes down after the Kingdom Hour radio show. And of course, you know, I'm your host, Apostle Keith. In the building with us today is those two lovely ladies right there. To my right is none other than the emerged Desiree D.C. Collins. Yeah, the voice. Yeah, she's emerging. Yeah, we thank God for her. Hey, Desi.
Hey.
How are you?
Oh, after hours, where else would we be?
Come on. It's Friday. Yay.
Friday.
Okay. We'll finish it off.
I'm just saying it's Friday. It's Friday at the Kingdom Hour.
It's the
That ain't how it
Kingdom
goes.
Hour
After hours. Where else would you be? On a Friday.
Hour
Hey.
after hour, where else would you be?
On a Friday. Hey. This
It's Friday.
Friday. Oh.
Yeah,
We'll get together.
Yeah,
We need a beat.
on the way.
On the way. It's coming.
it's coming.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you. That is none other than Ricky, the emerged butterfly Robinson of Ricky Creative Concepts.
That's correct, sir.
Yeah, that's awesome. How are you today?
I'm wonderful.
Yes?
Yes.
You're awake now?
I've been awake.
You know, you were kind of going,
It's the couch.
yeah,
Grab
so,
this pillow right
hey,
here and be like this.
well, you came in here with that on your mind.
I did.
It's like, we're going to be on the couch today. I can lay down. It's like, that's the first thing you thought about. It's like, forget the show. Can I lay down? She's ready to kick her boots off.
We did talk about taking our
Actually, we
shoes
did. We
off.
talked about that.
Taking our shoes off.
Really?
Yeah.
We started to.
Yeah, we thought it'd just make you just really pass out.
Y'all came in with that on your mind, huh?
Well, no, we didn't come in with it on our mind, but when you see this white sofa, it
Yeah.
says, "Girl, take your shoes off."
And get comfortable.
So we won't be doing the white couch anymore.
It kind of does a very white girl. Take your shoes off. did you tell me?
I didn't, because I'm not a girl.
I mean, how can you not
He
hear
wasn't
very
talking to
white?
me.
Is something
That's who it
wrong
is.
with you? Talking about taking your shoes off. I don't know nothing that rhyme with that though. I thought the reason why I didn't take my shoes off, Apostle, I said
Because you got a hole in your sock.
No, I actually
'Cause your
have on-
feet stink.
No, I think you would have said that.
Oh.
My feet.
You
It's
didn't
just
say
because I did say it's gonna be giving something to talk about. We
Ricky,
need
how
to
many
know.
pair of socks you have on?
This is Chauncey socks.
Oh, okay.
It's one pair.
It's one pair.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just long.
They long? Okay.
Yeah, long and colorful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shh. I'm so glad Nick don't have a moving camera so he can come over here and look. Because I know that's what he want to do.
Is that what you're calling him to do?
No,
Nick, please take the
negative.
camera and
No,
bring it over here and
negative.
show my
It's
No,
manifesting. Yeah.
no, not at
You
all.
can just hold him up to the camera.
No,
Yeah, come on.
Do it.
no.
I mean, they kind of match mine, too.
They do.
Yeah.
Hold him up.
I'll hold mine up.
There you go. Don't miss those
Yeah,
polka
that's why I'm pulling
dots,
them up.
people. Don't miss those polka dots. Rick, show them.
Come on,
how
Rick.
yours-
Come on, Ricky.
Show them.
Show the people. Got to give the
They
people.
do have on Sir Chauncey
Give the
socks.
people what they want.
I am not going to be forced to do anything I do not want to do. This is the after hours
means
show,
no.
and I do not have to show my socks if I don't want
Yes,
to.
you do.
No
I'll show
means
my
no.
fat instead.
No means no. It's a complete statement.
Oh,
Thank you.
No, it's a complete statement. Yeah. the Me Too
And,
movement.
and Nick being messy. You want to come over, like, zooming on in. I see you.
Come on, Ricky, show your socks. Show the people your socks. I like your boots though,
Those are cute.
And warm.
and warm. They fuzzy.
Very warm.
Let the people see your boots.
No, you trying to give me some of my socks. You think you slick.
I am. That's exactly what I was thinking. I had you. Almost had you. God.
Thank you.
So what's happening? What's popping? It's the Kingdom After Hour show. What's happening this weekend? Anything big? Any outings? Anything?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I thought you sent over some stuff.
I did send some things over.
Okay.
And I was wondering if they just manifest on the screen. But
Yeah.
so I want to give a shout out to a new book that's out called Grace to Govern, written by
Yes.
co-authored by Pastor Miriam McFarland of Renewed Church.
Yeah.
So check it out on Amazon. Go to Amazon and look for Grace to Govern, and so you can hear the perspectives of so many people who have gone through life's challenges, but they've been graced to govern over those things.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it. And then, of course, Press Robertson. He was actually
Pressing forward.
Yeah, Pressing Forward. You can find that too in Amazon and all of the digital spaces and whatnot outlets to purchase that, as well as LSU. I think they have a website where you can purchase it there as well. He was actually in the studio on yesterday with Senator Regina Barrow, and so he's a great guy.
Yeah, he is.
He's a living legend.
And I'm so grateful that we still have him, so we can still talk and breathe the same air and ask him questions.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when we were younger, he was someone that you just kind of idolized and see.
Right, from afar.
Right,
Yeah.
but not directly to be in proximity of him. Not because he wasn't always available in the community, but because we were kids.
Yeah.
And so now to be able to invite him to come over and come sit on the sofa with you.
Right, and have an intelligent conversation.
Oh, yes. Yes, he's very, very insightful.
Yeah.
So one of the things that people can look forward to is on this coming Monday that the District 2 Councilman Anthony Kinney, in collaboration
Say it real fast 3 times.
District 2 Councilman Anthony Kinney, in collaboration with District 5, I believe.
Yeah.
Darrell Hurst are going to be doing an event, a community town hall meeting, or open chat. And so I encourage people to look for it and make sure that they come out and attend it, so you can get some information. If you're wondering what's going on and it's like, well, I don't know who's talking or what's new, then you want to make sure that you're attending these town hall meetings, because I do want to say our district leaders are serving them up and giving access to information.
Yeah. Well, and that's one thing people don't know about the resources are available to them, because they don't make it out to events like that. And then if stuff falls in their community and come their way, then they can't benefit from it. But sometimes it's because of their own lack of knowledge of not participating in those type of meetings. So
And
definitely get
more.
out. Oh,
I've got more.
Okay, well, give more.
So the EBR Early Childhood Family Engagement Committee is doing a community-wide field trip.
Okay.
Where we going?
Yeah,
If you have someone who is ages birth to 4 years old,
Desiree's destination.
if you have someone who is ages birth to 4 years old, you can join them at this event by scanning the QR code and registering. You do have to be pre-registered. You should be able to find that on the Kingdom Hours show, on the Kingdom Hours radio. Kingdom Hours Facebook page soon. But in the meantime, let's check this out right here. Join our conversation. It's a public meeting hosted by Councilman Darrell Hurst and Councilman Anthony Kinney, where they're going to be talking about the proposed tax plans and public discussions. This is going to be on Monday, February 24th, 2025 at 6 p.m. at the Jewel Newman Center. It's located at 2013 Central Road, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Tell your people, I hope you follow Kingdom Hour Radio's Facebook page, because they also make a lot of information available for you. So if just simply following it and then sharing it on your page, you can enlighten other people in your circle to know what's going on.
Yeah.
And then next, there is like I said, there's a new organization. It's called the Family Engagement Coalition. And so what you're going to see them doing is they're going to be offering free workshops and trainings where parents can just Zoom in and listen to things to understand parent concepts. It is for parents by parents who are talking about the challenges they face in parenting and the things that they do and the strategies they use, resources they have to overcome those things. And so that's going to be offered. So we'll be showing that and sharing that more often. But what they do have is a field trip that's going to be coming up. That one is going to be to the Blue Zoo. You have to be pre-registered to attend that. And that's going to be coming up on February 28th at 1 o'clock p.m. on a Friday.
Yay! It's
Yep,
Friday.
next Friday.
Next Friday.
Yes, at 1 o'clock. This is particularly centered towards at-home families. So families who may not have been able to enroll their children in childcare
Right.
or choose to just keep their kids
Yeah.
at home. So this is an opportunity for you to go for this 90-minute guided tour and playtime event that's going to be located at the Blue Zoo at the Mall of Louisiana near Dillard's. And the time is from 1 o'clock to 1 o'clock on February 28th. And you'll find more information on our Kingdom Hour page later today.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Why did they name it Blue Zoo?
It's blue.
Great question.
Yeah.
So it's a blue zoo because it's an underwater adventure. So it's not your traditional zoo that you
Got
walk
you.
around. Like maybe many people may not go to the zoo because it's very cold outside.
yeah.
But what if you still want to take your kids on
Yeah.
explorations or staycations?
Yeah,
So you can do this indoor experience.
yeah. Look at you because
I
it's
said
blue.
blue. It's blue. I mean, that's the simple answer for me. But thank you, Desiree, for your detail,
For the actual answer.
for your actual season on the reason. Yeah, that seasoning on the reason. Thank you. Appreciate that. But it's blue.
And it is blue.
So what if they painted green?
It'll be blue and
greens.
green zoo.
No, it still be the Blue Zoo.
Because the sea can be blue and green. If you ever look at the ocean, sometimes it look like it's a little green.
So therefore, it'll still be the Blue Zoo.
They could paint it green. It'll still be the blue zoo.
Yeah. I'm just kind of curious, why they chose, but definitely
And there it
stands
is.
to, yeah,
The fact that you put on the screen.
yeah. There we go. All right. Eventually. Yeah, I've never been. Yeah. So have you been to the Blue
Yes,
Zoo?
I have.
Really?
Been twice.
Really?
Been a couple of years. But yeah, I've been twice.
Yeah.
My kids are all older, so
You brought the kids, or it was like
I brought the
a date?
kids.
Okay.
I had some other younger kids with me as well during that time. But yeah, we went twice and I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Sounds like a good dating spot.
It is. So they do actually have adult nights
Oh wow.
where you can go and they do painting with a twist there. Or they
Oh.
do adult.
So it's more than just kind of a tour through the zoo. They do other type of events there.
They do. Very creative.
Yeah.
So if you have any more questions or want to learn more about how you can put a twist on the Blue Zoo or to give your adult spin on it, you can reach out to Crystal Lowe over at the Blue Zoo. Tell them the Kingdom Hour sent you.
There you go.
And then and make sure that you tell her the kind of experiences you want to have because they do host adult parties. And so if you want to do professional development workshops or trainings there with your staff,
Okay.
they're able to.
So there's like rental space there
There's-
for you. Okay. Wow. That's awesome.
You said tell about adult. So if there was an adult party, and we're all creative people, so we can think about what that might be. So whether you want to go there to paint or to have a workshop or a training, to host an event. So for people who like maybe charcuterie boards or wine tasting or things like that,
Yeah.
you can do any of those. But you're doing it submersed in an aquatic experience that's right here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Using the services that they provide. It's good.
That's
Right.
awesome.
Oh, my birthday's next week. We can go to the Blue Zoo. Let's go.
Your birthday's next week?
Yeah, Dora the Explorer. No? Okay, no problem. Okay, cool.
No,
Go
I
ahead.
think it'd be cool. We go for your birthday.
Yeah.
We was actually talking about doing a remote from the space.
Oh, cool.
Yep. We're just waiting on Apostle to say so. So you're going to be able to see us, the Kingdom Hour Radio, there on February 14th.
Yep. I
Let's-
think that's
let
what
me
we
check.
said.
Be
Yeah.
February. It's February.
Not February.
Oh, excuse me. March.
You talking about 2026?
I'm not taking us that far. So on March 14th, you'll be able to see us live there at the Blue Zoo. And on that particular day, we are opening it to people who, if you're curious and you
Yeah.
want to come out and be in the audience of the Kingdom Hour Radio Show, you can come out, be in the audience of the Kingdom Hour Radio Show. We would love your feedback. And also, you'll have an opportunity to tour around this Blue Zoo and see more about it for yourself. And
I
so,
say let's set up in the bird cage.
if you by chance are
Do
someone
you
who
want us to reside in your head, Ricky?
oh,
In a bird cage?
so fast. He went like he was waiting for that. I
Yeah,
don't
he
know.
was. It's okay though. I don't take offense.
So
to it.
if you're someone who caters and you're thinking,
love
hey,
you,
let
girl.
me in on it. This is going to be the Kingdom Hour Radio Show that's going to be there on March 14th, and you say, you know what, I'm the caterer. Let us know. Go ahead and reach out to Kingdom Hour and tell them that you'd like to cater this experience. Maybe you want to do some small bites. We do a
We
live.
want big bites.
Okay, or big bites.
You can,
Well, you have not because you asked not.
there you go.
So that you let us know that you want to be the caterer, and you can be an exclusive caterer, or we can have more than one caterer, so we can do small bites or large bites. Well, and we'll give a shout out to you and your establishment while we are sampling these food at the Blue Zoo on March 14th. Meet us there at 4:30. That'll be March 14th for our live remote of the Kingdom Hour Radio at the Blue Zoo. And shout out to Crystal Lowe for increasing opportunities to engage the community in these ways.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. Ricky, what you got going on this weekend?
This weekend, I'm going to be finish moving, organizing my house, and enjoying the space.
Yeah,
Oh.
new space.
New space.
Testimony. Go on, testify.
God is good all the time. All the time, God is good.
I didn't say be churchy. I say testify.
Testify. God opened doors that no man can shut, and that He will provide when you think there is no way. He makes ways happen, and I can go into more details with that, Apostle. But I want my husband on side of me to be able to tell the story of how God
That is.
can make a way out of no way. So, yeah, God is amazing.
Indeed he is.
He is. He's amazing. Shout out to Danielle Stevens with Magnolia South Realty. She is amazing. And actually, she came and helped me unpack some boxes.
Oh, wow.
So she and Tiffany came and did some stuff in the pantry as well as in the kitchen. So I was like, man, you come with double services. She will start laughing. So
That is beautiful.
she did come and help me unpack some things as well.
That is a
So
blessing.
contact Danielle if you guys are in the need of purchasing a home or looking for a place to lay your head, whether or not you're buying or selling, or you're looking to do an investment property. I do recommend Danielle Stevens to you. She is not only just a daughter here at Elevate Church of Baton Rouge, but she's also my sister, and she knows the Lord. And so they call her the singing realtor, but she have a lot more in her belly than that. So she can really lead you and guide you and encourage you when you feel like you can go. So touch and agree.
Amen. Amen. And you know the number
For Danielle?
Yeah.
I have it right here. I know by heart. You don't know no numbers by heart, Apostle. How you gonna tell me
I didn't
that?
ask you if you do it by heart.
Yeah, Danielle.
I said,
You can contact Danielle Stevens at 225-354-5388. Again, that's 225-354-5388. Danielle Stevens. She's on Facebook. She's on Facebook as well as MagnoliaSouthRealtors.com. You can look up the page as well. Danielle, they have everything under one book, under one roof at Magnolia South. It's for its finance and everything.
Yeah, I was about to say when you say everything under one
Yes,
roof.
well, they have financing services available as well.
Awesome.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Give them a call today. And it's a conglomerate of women.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
For now, until they probably get a man on.
I don't know. I don't think they're going to put no men on
You
the
don't
team.
know?
No, I don't know.
You don't think so?
I don't
Because they
know.
just all go well together.
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never say never.
I was, yeah, but I don't know. Yeah. My opinion probably don't matter in that situation.
What about you, Apostle? What are you doing this weekend?
I am resting
Ooh, that is amazing.
on by green pastures and resting.
Nice. Like that? That's how it's going to look? Show us again. Double nod.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, I'm going to chill out this weekend. Yeah. That's about it.
That's good.
Yeah.
You'll never hear him say that.
No.
He always somebody don't call him tomorrow, ask him to do anything.
Turn your phone off.
Lady T, he already said he resting, so make sure that he truly rests.
Turn the phone off.
This one here kicked me out the book signing last Sunday. I'm there eating some delicious pasta. Wasn't that pasta delicious?
It was very good.
And I'm trying to get my second plate.
Probably third.
Actually, it was the fourth. Man, that pasta was delicious.
And I gave him something to go, and he kept saying he's about to get ready to leave, and he never left.
Because I was trying
and
to,
he was tired.
I was
and
trying
he
to eat
being-
more of that pasta.
But you could take it with you.
No, if I'd have did that, then after I would have eaten
They
that,
still
then
had
I would have
more
been
pasta
out.
left after you left.
That's my point. If I would have stayed, there would have been nothing left over to take home. Man, that pasta was so amazing.
Oh, we
Yeah.
probably can use her to
Yeah.
for that
Yeah.
for Blue Zoo.
What is sugar and
Yeah,
spice?
sugar and spice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Catering. Yeah, it was real
Really
good.
nice.
Yeah. Real good.
Yes, it
Everything?
really
Was
was.
everything nice?
Everything nice. Food tastes really good. Presentation was really
Well,
good.
and the venue, oh my
Venue-
goodness,
the
was
venue good.
amazing.
It was an art gallery.
Art gallery
in
downtown. It's
Same-
the Louisiana Baton Rouge Art Gallery or something of that.
That piano was beautiful too. Shout out to
It's
Fresh
just like
Ralph
ours.
that actually did the photos as well. I didn't get a picture by the piano, and I saw it after the
We
fact.
got
I
one
was
in
like,
the sanctuary. You can go take one next time. We got the same one, girl. It's the same piano. She's in a different location.
Yeah, they had a glass street background. You're right. That has a black wall. Maybe we could do something to make that stand out. You're right. We do have this piano. My bad. Speaking of, we can probably use it for a photo shoot or something. Nick? Yeah.
He ain't paying attention to you.
No, he not. He not. Well,
he is definitely not paying
I'm glad
attention.
you're going to rest this weekend.
I'm going to do my best.
Sorry for putting you out.
Yeah, you did. You put me out.
Okay. You laughed when you got in the car. Hold on. I put him out, and then as he was walking out the door, he saw someone else that he knew. And I was like, I know he better get in that car. But she gave up a good excuse of why you stopped her. She said you married her and her husband.
I did.
Years ago. And she got so excited when she saw him. Yeah. So my mug went to a smile.
Yeah. You should have told her if that's the case, why hadn't y'all been at church?
Oh. Well, I don't know what conversation you had with her.
Why y'all hadn't been in church? The same conversation.
She was like, hey, Apostle. You was like, hey, why you been in church?
Right. We was just talking about that. She called her husband on the phone like, what we just talking about coming to church?
Well,
it's
like,
like,
a coincidence. Go ahead and tell him, get your life right, baby.
Baby. Funny.
Well, we'll see you guys this Sunday at 10:30. You can become our special guest here at Elevate. Church of Baton Rouge at 10957 Greenville Springs Road. I always say go down Sherwood and that church way to the back. If you turn the corner and you make a quick right, it'll be right there. Right there.
Ricky did good. You remembered numbers.
And we also have our Black History program happening this Sunday as well at 10:30. So we're asking all you guys to. We have an amazing play that's going to be done on Sunday as well. But we're going to take it back. We want you to come and show your African attire. If you don't have African attire, I would suggest maybe you wear all black. But hey, that's just my suggestion. But if you do have something nice and then you can support our ancestors and things that they have done for us, and are we still creating Black history today in our new time, not just because in the past, but coming out this Sunday at 10:30 in all of your African gear. I don't have anything African, Apostle.
You do. You do have something African. Chauncey.
That is the after hour show.
You can bring Chauncey with you. Get you African, man. What? We see the boots and the socks. Thank you, Ricky. Oh, Ricky, you're so... Praise the Lord. Hey, listen, man, listen. We said 15. It's been 15. It's 6:30, so we're going to go ahead and crash out. Yeah.
All right.
You and Ace got plans tonight? No?
I hope it includes rest.
Okay.
You're tired today, huh?
Yeah. I hope it includes rest. Not that I know of. My plans include bath water.
I love it. No, I love it.
I don't never hear Desiree say that, so I'm excited.
Yeah, that's a first. Yeah. It's a first. Yeah.
I'm fading fast.
That's all right. So you're going to get in that car and we're going to zoom the bake and make sure you let us know you made it home, okay?
Uh-huh.
All right.
I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Y'all come back now. Y'all
Come
here.
back now. You here?
Well, listen, guys, we're going to go ahead and close out for today. This has been the Kingdom After Hours show. I'm your host, Apostle Keith, for the Emerge Butterfly, Ricky Roberts, son, and Chauncey, African Roberts.
Sir Chauncey.
Sir that. Yes, that one. And Desiree DC, the voice, Collins, and of course for the Kingdom production crew holding down the ones and twos, Nicholas Manina, Funky Cole Manina's one half, and Malika Tamu Manina, which is the other half, is out and about. But yeah, he in here representing Byron.
She did that so well, didn't she?
She did. I'll be your host, Apostle Keith. Listen, guys, we're going to catch you guys next week. Same time, same space, same place, right after the Kingdom Hour show. This has been the Kingdom After Hour. We out of here. Peace. Have a great one.
Peace.
It's the Kingdom After Hour show.